While immigration worries are creating anxiety in America, a heartbreaking tragedy involving an Indian origin family, it has shocked people, and that too thousands of miles away in Britain. Some stories are difficult to talk about because they remind us how fragile life can be. Well, this story, it is one of these. An Indian origin couple and a young son, well, they lost their lives after falling from a luxury apartment building in London. The whole situation, it all stunned the residents and left the local community searching for answers. In the meantime, emergency supporters, they rushed to the scene. But despite their effort, all three, well, nobody could save them. In the meantime, reports suggest that the family's 9-year-old son had been dealing with severe mental issue for much of his life. In fact, friends and local officials, they described the whole incident as a heartbreaking tragedy. The family had reportedly sought treatment in multiple places and they had spent probably years taking care of the child. As authorities continue investigating, many questions remain unanswered. But yes, beyond the investigation, the story has touched people because it highlights the emotional and personal struggles families sometimes face behind closed doors. It is a reminder that success, career, comfortable lifestyle, it does not always reveal the full story of what people are going through. Ladies and gentlemen, for many undocumented immigrants, life in the US has always been uncertain. But according to reports coming out of Chicago, that uncertainty is rapidly turning into fear. Many Gujaratis, specifically with pending asylum cases, they are now being asked to appear in immigration court years earlier than expected. Can you imagine believing your hearing is scheduled for 2028 or 2029 maybe? You do have time to prepare. You have time to work. You have time to build a life, and then suddenly you receive notice that you must appear in the court in 2026. Everything changes overnight. Reports suggest that immigration authorities are speeding up the processing of asylum cases. So that means people who thought that they had years left, they are now being forced to prepare much sooner. Well, for many families, the whole situation, it has become extremely stressful. Some fear detention, others fear deportation. Many are unsure what evidence they will need when they appear before the judge. Chicago. This place is home to a large, undocumented Indian population, specifically Gujaratis here. For years, many hoped that their cases would remain tied up in the legal system for a very long time. Now that assumption, it is being challenged. Lawmakers, activists, in fact, community groups, they are all watching developments very closely. For many families, the coming months would determine whether they will stay in America or they are going to forced to leave.